Alright, here's where we're at. Rear supported. Front axle's coming down. Alright, we got the hood open on this bad Larry. We're trying to figure out, there should be a coolant leak somewhere, but it also kind of runs really bad, so we're going to figure that out. I think he said it was driver's side head. When you undo the one coil pack, it's better. So I'm going to get this whole thing vacuumed out just so that we don't get anything in there, because there was stuff sitting in there, that stuff there. So I'm going to get all that vacuumed out just as a courtesy. And then we're going to start taking stuff off the top just so that I can see what's going on down in there. But something new. I haven't done one of these before. Doesn't look actually all that bad. V6 diesel. All right, axle is out. Got to get the control arms yet, and the frame is ready to drop. Got this guy out. Got to move the exhaust yet, but I don't know. Everything's. Oh, and we got to disconnect the booster, because if not, that's going to take the lines with it. So we'll disconnect the booster. All right, here's where we're at. Getting the frame out. And then this cab is definitely shot. Everything under there is so rotted, it's not worth it. But we're gonna get everything out of it we can. Get this frame cleaned up. You guys can see I started some of the painting on it. So, I'll show you guys. Take a hammer. Like over here. There's no holes in the frame. But you can see all the chunks that come up. Over here. You guys can see all that, like here. We already went through, did it on the back half. Maybe we do it on the front half. And anything in here. Oh yeah. There's those big chunks. Alright, slowly getting the messes swept up. Here's where we're at. Frame all set aside. Might get it cleaned up, not sure yet. Could use a good good pressure with the sand blaster. Alright, so I've been driving pretty sensibly in Bertha. You guys, I've got a bunch of questions on how good a fuel mileage my truck gets, and I wanted to do a video on it. So I'm gonna be driving around a little bit. I got some errands to run. We just got the roll pan in for Bertha. The lights, license plate lights will be here today, and the stuff for the welder will be in today as well, and then the spark plugs wires will be in Monday. So I filled Bertha up. We are at about 60.4 miles right now, and when we go to fill up next time, I'll let you guys know what we got fuel economy wise. I'm gonna fill it up again. Fuel prices have come down a lot. It was like $108 to fill the truck up, so I was actually really impressed by that. We'll see the fuel economy. I'm going now to replace my steering wheel cover and heading out to the gym because we're going early today, and then we're off tomorrow. But I've been using overdrive off. I've been using the lockup switch to keep my truck locked up when I'm in like third or second or any of that. So you should get better fuel economy without the converter slipping, so we'll see how that goes. Like I said, driving as sensibly as possible. Like right now, I can turn back on overdrive and it'll shift. Keep in mind that's with the lockup installed. If you turn the lockup switch off, it'll unlock third and then shift, and that wastes fuel economy. So we'll see what I get. Let's see if we can't get 17 miles a gallon. I had the receipt sitting back there on top of the old steering wheel cover, and it went missing from the time I got in the truck to the time I got here. But they were able to find it, so we got a new. I never have problems with this AutoZone. I love these guys in here. Always helping out. So I'm going to get this installed. It's been a year of just bare. And then I also got my little knob here thing that people think is illegal. All right, I'll tighten this down later, but this is so much tighter. I like that. That's so much better. The other one would have like flopped around and everything. So now we're good. We can get out of here. Screw you. Turn my radio on. We got the cruise control on, but like, what is going on up there? Over there. Something must have happened. Alright, so we're back at it Monday. Sorry, videos are all over the place with being busy. I'm not exactly making money off of YouTube anymore like I was. So I'm just kind of giving you guys updates on what exactly is going on. So we got everything swapped down. This frame, we're gonna clean it up a little bit and get it sent out the door. There's no soft spots, and then the cab here. So we need to get some of this stuff moved. Now the point of this, we got Bertha's roll pan came in, and we got not all of the pieces, but the majority of the pieces for the welder. We're just waiting on the wires. Those will be here today. Everything else is ready to go. So what I'm thinking, I remember I told you guys that Bertha was going to be going into the body shop in January. So, and I told you guys I wanted this truck to be black. So I think what makes the most sense with this bed being shot, I will tell you, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out and buy a black bed and get black doors, because the doors, you can see, are rotted. So I have a guy that's gonna fix those. I think what we'll do is get the fenders, the hood, and the cab painted black after all that's fixed, and then just go get new doors. Because like this door's shot, I'm not fixing that, and the bed's shot, and I want to get the toolbox built out in here before I start doing that. I'm gonna get the box built out in here, so that way when we do the new bed, we know the measurements of what we need to cut. And I gotta get the bumper and hitch assembly off. If anybody wants this bumper and hitch assembly, the hitch and bumper are clean. So probably do like 400 bucks on, like, there's no dents on this bumper anywhere. So gonna try to sell that, and then we'll get the roll pan installed on there. But we'll get the measurements out on the new box, and then, like I said, we're gonna do, and it's gonna suck to replace these, but I mean, it's just a couple of holes to drill and then just plug in. But that'll be that. I'm really excited for Bertha to be black. But enough of that. We're gonna get back in the shop here, letting the heater go, get it up to about 40 some degrees. But I gotta do a diag on this van. We're not gonna do a video on this. I'm just gonna try to get it done, and we'll go from there. I think we need head gaskets, but we're trying to verify that before. So we're gonna get this up in the air, and I'll probably see you guys in a couple days. All right, got the old van out of here. I put a nut on the back side of those so this thing doesn't shake anymore, but bet you it'll wiggle itself loose. New oil filter, new fuel filter, new air filter, new plugs. Just waiting on the, I gotta go home and grab the other, the spark plug wires. And then I got 2 batteries over there charging. I'm gonna get those charged up, and then we'll be able to fire this old girl up for the first time in a while. So wish me luck that I'm able to figure this thing out. But that's done. Unfortunately, I said, hey, let's take some time aside and install this roll pan, but I gotta do a tow tomorrow. So unfortunately, I can't take my hitch off. I was gonna take the whole thing off as one assembly, but I'm not even gonna waste the time to do it now. And I know it's probably stupid that I install it now with this bed, but I don't know how long I'm gonna have this bed for. If you guys have a reasonably priced black long bed for a 3rd gen, let me know. And we're also looking for black doors, because let's see here. I think this door is not great. Yeah, I just want 4 clean doors, like this one here. That's ruined there. The fenders are good. The bumper has to go. The hood we're gonna keep until I find a cow hood. That door's shot, and that door's shot down there. So 4 clean doors, a clean bed, and I got a guy doing the rockers for me. And I got word from this here, the transmission should be in Wednesday, later in the day Wednesday. So I'll let you guys know by Thursday if that's bullshit or not. But other than that, just waiting on some of this stuff to get out of here. And there's a ton of money in parts here. And the GV overdrive unit, we had a couple of bites on that as well. All right, it is 29 degrees, and we're gonna be having an adventure today. So I'm gonna bring you guys with. There we go. Ignore the check. So thanks Josh for that piece of advice. The second I hook up a roll pan and take the hitch off, I'm gonna need the trailer. Sure as shit, next day I need the trailer. So we got the winch mount, we're good to go. And we are gonna go grab some steel today. So I've changed my mind. Instead of doing a flat piece of steel, I was looking at how guys are building out their beds, and I found a lot of guys are building it out of square tubing. So we're gonna go get a shitload of square tubing today and build out the base of the frame and see how much that's gonna cost me. That should save me a shitload of money. And then that'll also make boxing this out a lot easier, so I'll know where to make my measurements. All right, first things first, we're gonna take this out to Grantville. Thing is pretty big on the trailer, it just fits. Not trying to kill it with weight, but take this back out to Grantville. She's done and out of here. And then we gotta go get our steel. Good little 35-minute cruise. She's back there, towing in overdrive. Transmission's getting cooler. It was like 157 when we were unlocked. Now we're locked and it's 146, and it's gonna keep coming down. Stock cooler, no heater, heat exchanger. She's running really good. So she's a little sway happy. It's pretty big of a load for that trailer, and we're still a single wheel truck, but we'll get it. I'll let you guys know when we're at the steel shop. We're about 5.5 miles from the exit. Transmission temp is now 123. Coolant temp varies, it goes all over the place. It'll be in between 180 and 200 at all times. Like it'll hit 200 and it'll just plummet. You guys know what the trans temps are and whatnot when we get there. I'm not even using tow haul mode. So just kind of letting it do its thing. There's a cop back there, cool. I was hoping to say, hey, we got down into the teens, but 120, 121, it might, for all I know, go down 119, but we're literally taking the exit right now. So, I mean, I'm happy with that. I've been towing in overdrive the whole time. All right, we got two 24-foot sections. We got them cut. So we got 3 sections of 60 and a section of 63. So we are messing up the interior a little bit. It is what it is. I'll come back through here in a vacuum. But that should be all right. Hit my little aux beam light, but it'll be fine. So we're all good. And we're gonna go drop this trailer off and head back to the shop. All right, we made it back. We got the steel up there. Like I was saying, we got the 4 pieces. So I got this piece cut out, the 2 long pieces cut out, and then the 1 long piece cut out. So those are in the back here, right there. So 3 60s and a 63. The 63 is gonna be the one that goes in the front, that goes right over top of those bolts there. We're gonna make a notch for those. And then box in down there. So we'll probably put 2 little boxes on the side. I did go and grab this guy here. So I've realized, you guys know I did this a long while back, but if you take out that, if you take this guy out here, you can see that we have a charger like so. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut that out and take this and wire it into that guy right there so that we can just have this plugged in when I need it. So this was like 150 bucks versus like 600, and I've been watching a lot of like tub rig welding videos. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get this built out. I'm gonna mock it up here first. I'm not gonna weld to the other mount yet. So I'm gonna get that one mocked up, get that cut, little release slot, and then we're gonna tack weld the 2 that go down, right? We're gonna try to follow like right along there. So we're gonna tack weld those, pull it out of the truck, weld it out, put it back in, see where we're at, and then we're gonna put this square here as well, take it out, so that way I can weld out this back section without having to take the whole welder out, because that would be obnoxious. So we're gonna do all that, and I'm gonna get this rewired real quick. So I was also looking and figuring out like what makes the most sense. So this is 11 gauge or 1/8 inch, 1.5 inch tubing. I was looking at 2 inch. 2 inch was gonna be way too big in my opinion, and 1.5 inch just seems to do it. So this is what we're gonna run. This is our front section right here. This is our 63 inch, which you can see if I go to put that in. See how it's the length of inside here, end to end. The goal is to be able to bring this up and in. We might have to, you know, do one of these if I ever have to take it out. But then these sections, had all these cut. Probably break this up into a few videos because like this video is all over the place and I think it's already running on.